Now, your Storm Track weather with meteorologist Eli Millard.
After all the cloud cover that we saw the last couple of days, well, today we started to clear out, and well, tonight we'll hang on to clear skies, which will allow us to cool off quite a bit. We'll see lows in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Now, for the next couple of days here, an area of high pressure starts to build its way into the area. And like today, we'll see almost summer-like temperatures return to the area, talking upper 80s and lower 90s for most of the week. And with that area of high pressure, a much quieter pattern. We're talking little to no rain chances at all for the rest of the week. Kind of different from what we saw last week, where we saw all that rain for several days, and now today, almost the complete opposite. Pretty much was what we're looking at for that quiet pattern here. Take a look across the viewing area. Like I mentioned, clear skies in Holton, and the same story here in Manhattan. We were overcast yesterday, now completely clearing out here. In central Topeka right now, the current temperature is sitting at 86 degrees. Much drier air moves in as that frontal boundary slid through, switching our winds to the northwest at 9 miles per hour. Now this morning, our low dropped down to the 50s, just barely, 59 degrees. That's 5 degrees, still above average. And our average high around this time of year is at 78 degrees. Keep that in mind when we're talking about our temperatures later on this week, as today we hit 87 degrees. For this time of the year, almost sort of like a heat wave. Our all-time record, our daily record for today, 93 degrees. Today, hit 87. We're just 6 degrees short of that. And well, current temperatures across the viewing area, looking at middle to upper 80s and some lower 80s in the western parts of the viewing area here. 83 in Clay Center, 87 in Manhattan, 86 in Emporia, 85 in Burlington, 82 currently in Hiawatha. Like I mentioned, much drier air in the viewing area here. Upper 40s and lower 50s for your dew points. 48 in Burlington and Emporia, 46 in Manhattan, and 52 for your dew point in Marysville. And winds yesterday were out of the south. Frontal boundary slides through, switching our winds to the north and west, anywhere from 5 to 10 miles per hour. Now looking at satellite and radar here, here's our storm system that moved in yesterday. Luckily, the storms that we saw yesterday stayed off towards the east and waited to develop. It took a little bit longer for all those ingredients to come together here. That storm system continues to slide off towards the east, and what we're watching here is this ridge of high pressure starting to build in over the Four Corners area. That'll start to slide in, and when that moves in, we'll say goodbye to rain chances and seeing much warmer temperatures here. So here's that low pressure system sliding off and towards the east, and an area of high pressure begins to build in. That starts to move towards the east, talking Wednesday about 6:30. That slides in and will really start to build, talking early onto next weekend here. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday look to be the hotter days as that area of high pressure really centers itself over northeast Kansas. That'll continue to move off towards the east, still in a drier pattern, but what we're watching here is over here is our next storm system. It looks to slide in later on into next weekend. We're going to wait all the way until then until we're talking about any rain chances whatsoever here. Like I mentioned, that begins to slide in by Saturday at 7 p.m. High pressure slides off towards the east. Still watching that storm system off and towards the west. Now in the overnight hours tonight, upper 50s and maybe a few isolated lower 60s here. And tomorrow, upper 80s and maybe even our southern parts of the viewing area could see some lower 90s, certainly way above average for our temperatures here. Cooling off into Tuesday morning into the middle 50s, then heating up again into Tuesday, middle to upper 80s and some lower 90s in the southern parts of the viewing area here. Now your 7-day forecast, talking tomorrow a high of 88 degrees, still hanging on to winds out of the northwest, so that'll feel a little bit better. 88 also on Tuesday, 87 on Wednesday. Then the area of high pressure moves in, starts to center itself over the viewing area. Talking lower 90s for Friday and Saturday. And Sunday looks like we're going to start to cool down. We're going to wait on that next storm system. As of right now, we're not looking at anything cooling us down quite yet.
Yeah.
Everything will be just off the 7-day for anything for relief.
When are you going to give us some fall temperatures?
I know.
Eli?
Today's the second day of fall. And we were pushing 90 degrees. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's not right.
It's not right.
We need to get to the bottom of this.
I know. We gotta get rid of it. I'm done.
Yeah, we'll make some phone calls.
Yeah, that's what we gotta do.
Perfect. Thanks, Eli.